Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider, the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff White alongside Brooks Monaghan, women's soccer coach at the University of Memphis. Coach, no, a frustrating week and anytime you take a couple losses, but it was really kind of two different games. I know you're pretty pleased with the effort Sunday against Ole Miss. Very frustrated. Friday night you went on the road to Western Kentucky and took a 2-1 loss.
Yeah, the Western Kentucky game was a game that you want to forget. It was just not a good game. From just the energy, the focus, the discipline, just was not us, and I don't have an answer for it. Hopefully, it does not happen to us again. I don't want to take anything away from Western Kentucky. They had a game plan. They stuck to their game plan, and we just, in my eyes, did not show up to play that evening and give ourselves a good chance to win. Just, you know, and again, there's not much more I can say about it. Just Western Kentucky on the evening, they deserve to win, and you have to give them credit. But we just never gave ourselves a true chance to win that game, I felt.
You come back Sunday at Mike Rose Soccer Complex, a 2-1 loss in overtime to Ole Miss. A game where they really had a lot of possession first half, but you had the goal, taking the halftime lead. They would equalize the matchup in the second half. And then a couple close calls in overtime. Could have gone either way in that OT.
Yeah, you know, I was very pleased with the effort. Obviously, some things we need to clean up. Jeff, I mean, we're you know, I don't need to keep repeating this, how young of a group we have. But also we've got some injuries. And, I mean, you know, against Ole Miss, we were playing kids who haven't played any minutes or very few minutes the whole season. And, you know, I was very happy with their effort. I think we got a lot out of the Ole Miss game. I think as a coach I got a lot out of, because I really, for one of the first times, felt that the girls played with their true heart and soul. And we spoke about that today. And I thought it was a perfect game in regards to timing coming into conference. And, you know, if we can get some players back healthy and we can play with that emotion and then clean some things up, you know, I like where we are right now. But for us, it's the consistency. You know, we've had a lot of highs and lows up to this point, and now it's time to come together as a group and find our groove and hold ourselves to a certain standard, and then let the chips fall. Right. That's all I can ask. But again, the Ole Miss game, you know, I'll repeat this. It was a great game for us this time of the year going into conference.
It's one of those things now it's hard to see. I know, because it's frustrating because you've got a young team, you've got some injuries. Later in the season, even into next year, you're going to have an extremely experienced team now having to feed some of these younger players so many minutes. But as you mentioned right now, it's just kind of bang your head against the wall having to get through it.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, young players take time to develop, and, you know, this is the next level for them. And you know what, they're coming along. You know, we've stated, you know, we're not used to playing this many at a time, but I think the kids are doing well. They're growing, you know, they're growing. But, you know, it's just a little bit different. We are who we are. Like, I mean, like you said, I mean, for the future, it's great that these kids are getting so much experience early, but our team is who we are right now, and you know, we just need some of the younger players. We need them to grow up a little bit quicker than in times past. And I'm not this, you know, I don't want to come across as making any excuses. And this is not just about the young kids. I mean, you know, I thought that on Friday night that the likes of Alicia Masters and Diamond Simpson had their best performance. I mean, they were different than they've been in the past, and so I have to hold those guys accountable, you know, for the level that they played at moving forward. They need to play at that level all the time. So, you know, this is not to harp and say, oh, we're young. I mean, it's looking at everybody. It's looking at everybody, and I think all of us could, you know, learn a lot from the last game, and you know, hopefully we take the positives and you know, like I said, tweak a few things and are ready to go come Thursday.
Well, Thursday's a big one, and you kind of almost get to start fresh because you're opening up conference play. You'll go over to Tulsa, very tough team. So the Golden Hurricane starts off American Conference.
Yeah, and our conference is doing fantastic. You know, we've got our hands full, and Tulsa is I think they're 8 or 9-1. Their only loss has been against Oklahoma. So you know, I think last week they were actually ranked. So that's what I told the girls. You know, I said, you know, that feeling you guys had going in, you knew that it was going to be a battle against Ole Miss. I said, you know what, it's the same thing. You know, and we need to raise it one more notch because. Number one, Tulsa is a good team, but this is a new season now, right? This is a new season, and it's conference play, and you're playing for 3 points. You know, I mean, basically there's a table, and I mean, each week you win, you get 3, you tie, you get 1, you lose, you get nothing. So we're playing for a trophy right now. We're playing for a trophy, and you know, again, you learn what you can from the pre-conference season. You know, you learn what you can. You take a lot of positives from that, and you know, look at this one. You know, look at it where we are now as a new season.
And then you'll come back home Saturday, jump back out of conference, have a doubleheader with the men. You'll play Gonzaga at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, another solid team. I mean, we haven't focused on Gonzaga at all right now. I mean, our number one concern is Tulsa, and as soon as that game's over, we'll think about Gonzaga. But I know that they're a very solid team, and you know, right now. We have to make sure we're really focused on ourselves. You know, it's of course you do your research on the teams you're playing, but right now it's who are we, right? And you know, we're starting to figure out hopefully who we are, and then let's be us, and let's make other teams adjust to us, and you know, let's be confident, and you know, go from there. But you know, again. Both teams this weekend are very good teams, and we're going to have to do all the little things right to give ourselves a chance to win.
Coach, thanks as always.
Yep.
That is head coach Brooks Monaghan. I'm Jeff Brightwell. This is the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.